Like, they're suing me for something I didn't do.
Jake Paul just got hit with a major suspension just weeks before the biggest fight of his life against none other than Mike Tyson. The fight, set for November 15th, 2024, at TRT Arena, had the entire boxing world buzzing. But now all that hype is going up in smoke. In true Jake Paul fashion, controversy has come knocking again. The YouTuber turned boxer has always been surrounded by drama, but this time it's a career-ending blow. Jake has been slapped with a lifetime suspension for using steroids. That's right, he's been caught juicing. And Mike Tyson, a man known for his integrity, wasn't having it. As soon as Tyson learned about Jake's doping, he immediately called off the fight, no hesitation. Mike wasn't about to play around with a cheater. But it didn't stop there. The Boxing Commission stepped in and dropped the hammer, taking things to the next level. Jake's career has been thrown into complete disarray, and his chance to go toe-to-toe with a legend like Tyson. Just like that, the biggest fight of his life went up in flames. Jake Paul has officially hung up his gloves for good, and it's time to break down exactly why. Let's dive into the details. Remember Jake's recent fight against bare-knuckle brawler Mike Perry on July 20th, 2024, in Tampa, Florida? The problem child walked away with a massive win, knocking Perry out cold in the 6th round. But just a few weeks later, that victory has been completely overshadowed. Why? Because Jake wasn't fighting clean. That KO everyone was talking about? It wasn't due to Jake's skill or power, it was thanks to illegal substances. Jake Paul tested positive for not one, but multiple banned substances in his post-fight drug test. The two substances that showed up were ostarine and 19-norandrosterone. For those unfamiliar, ostarine is a type of SARM, selective androgen receptor modulator, that helps athletes pack on muscle and increase strength, giving them an unfair performance boost. In boxing, where strength and stamina are key, this is a serious violation. 19-norandrosterone, on the other hand, is a metabolite of nandrolone, an anabolic steroid known for enhancing endurance, speeding up recovery, and building muscle. In short, Jake was juicing with substances that made him hit harder and recover faster, tarnishing his victory and career. Jake Paul's downfall wasn't just a simple mistake or a case of taking a contaminated supplement. The levels of banned substances in his system were far too high for that excuse. This was intentional, calculated cheating. Jake was looking for an edge in the ring, and now it's blown up in his face. But it gets even worse for him. This isn't just a slap on the wrist like we've seen with other fighters. The Boxing Commission didn't hold back, they hit him with a lifetime suspension. That's right, Jake Paul is banned from boxing forever. No more fights, no more comebacks, no more stepping into a professional ring. His career is officially over. It's as if the sport of boxing itself is saying, "We're done with you, Jake." And the timing couldn't be worse. Jake was gearing up for the biggest fight of his life in November against none other than Mike Tyson. This was supposed to be the fight that would legitimize Jake as a true force in the boxing world. But now all of that is gone, and his career has gone up in smoke. Jake Paul was set to face one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, Mike Tyson. The world was watching, fans were hyped, and the pay-per-view numbers were projected to be through the roof. But now it's all gone. Every ounce of excitement has vanished. Why? Because Mike Tyson doesn't tolerate cheating, especially in the sport he helped define. As soon as Tyson heard about Jake's steroid use, he pulled the plug on the fight without hesitation. Mike made it clear he's not fighting a cheater. Known for his integrity, Tyson has been through the ups and downs of the sport, and he's seen it all. But he's not about to step into the ring with someone seeking an unfair advantage. And honestly, who can blame him? Tyson's legacy is built on grit, skill, and raw power. He doesn't need to fight a juiced-up Jake Paul to prove anything. Just like that, the fight of the year was cancelled. The one fight that could have saved Jake's reputation and earned him the respect he so desperately craved is now off the table. But it didn't end there. The Boxing Commission didn't just take away the Tyson fight, they went a step further and handed Jake a lifetime suspension. This is the final nail in the coffin for Jake Paul's boxing career. There's no appeal, no second chance. He's done. His career in the sport is over, and there's no coming back from this. For a fighter who rose to fame through controversy, this latest chapter is undoubtedly the most devastating. Jake Paul has always been a polarizing figure, the guy everyone loves to hate. Despite that, he's managed to stay in the spotlight. But this latest scandal, it's different. Testing positive for ostarine and 19-norandrosterone isn't just another controversy, it's career-ending. This level of cheating doesn't just get you blacklisted from boxing, it destroys any legitimacy in the sports world. And let's not forget, this isn't Jake's first time causing drama. His entire career has been full of controversies, from trash talk and beef with other fighters to his constant social media antics. But this scandal is too big to ignore. The boxing world has officially turned its back on Jake Paul, and rightfully so. Let's be real for a second. Jake's overnight transformation from YouTuber to heavyweight boxer has always raised some serious eyebrows in the fight world. Who makes that kind of jump, packs on that much muscle, and starts racking up knockout wins without something shady going on? You don't just wake up one day, leave behind YouTube pranks, and suddenly start knocking out legit fighters. It takes years of hard work, discipline, and natural muscle growth. But with Jake, no one's buying that his transformation happened naturally. We all noticed the sudden change. Now with this scandal, it's clear there was more going on behind the scenes than anyone wanted to admit. Jake Paul's rapid transformation from a typical YouTuber physique to a heavyweight boxer has raised a lot of eyebrows. Sure, it's possible to build muscle, but the speed at which Jake bulked up doesn't sit right. He went from a novice to knocking out trained fighters, guys who've been boxing for years, and Jake's been in the game for what, 3 or 4 years? It just doesn't add up. You don't come in, dominate, and leave actual boxers stunned unless there's something shady going on. Jake's sudden muscle gain and rapid co-wins have sparked locker room whispers from day one. Fighters, coaches, and fans have all wondered the same thing: is this guy legit, or is there more to the story? Now, with the banned substances coming to light, it all makes sense. Those muscles, those knockouts, they weren't the result of countless hours in the gym or years of grinding. They were shortcuts, plain and simple. Now, Jake's paying the price for his shortcuts. And let's not forget about UFC President Dana White, who's been firing shots at Jake for ages. Dana's been vocal, publicly accusing Jake of using steroids long before this scandal broke. He didn't hold back, calling out Jake's rapid transformation and saying there's no way it was natural. Dana even challenged Jake to take a steroid test if he wanted to prove he was clean, but Jake never accepted. Suspicious, right? Dana has a sixth sense for shady business, and he wasn't about to let Jake slide. In fact, Dana once said, "I believe you're a cheater, and I believe you use steroids, so I want to randomly test you for the next 2 years." Let's be real, Jake Paul wasn't taking his fight with Mike Tyson seriously from the start.
And I believe
this was supposed to be the biggest fight of his career,
so I want
a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go toe-to-toe with a legend.
You for the next 2
But instead of focusing on that, Jake took the easy way out with banned substances. Jake Paul treated his upcoming fight with Mike Tyson like it was just another day in the YouTube office, rather than the defining moment it could have been. Instead of taking the opportunity seriously, he was too busy cracking jokes and posting prank videos. It was as if he forgot he wasn't just creating content for his subscribers, he was supposed to be preparing to face one of the greatest fighters of all time. Remember those viral videos? You know, the ones where Jake dressed up as an overweight guy.
Gary, is there anything on this table that you think you call? Maybe I'll honestly do the draw. No, you don't. I don't do the draw. I mean, I could feel those times too. No, you don't.
Stuffing his face with McDonald's, pretending it was part of his training? Or that time he lifted fake weights, making it look like he was putting in work when it was all just for laughs? It was ridiculous. Jake was doing everything you're not supposed to do before the biggest fight of your career. This behavior had half the boxing world questioning whether Jake even deserved to be in the same ring as Mike Tyson. Imagine getting the chance to go toe-to-toe with a legend like Tyson, and instead of focusing on serious training, you waste your time cracking jokes for some cheap pay-per-view numbers. That's not just unprofessional, it's outright disrespectful to the sport, to Mike, and to the fans. Now, we'll have to wait and see how everything plays out. That's all I have for you today. What are your thoughts on this recent scandal? Fill the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, peace out.